Hey guys, Iceman here. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is gonna be a little bit of a documentary. This documentary is gonna encase my path to Twitch partner, and I fully believe that I'm gonna carry it on through my entire content creating career. I'm creating this as a source for others that are on a very similar path as mine to use as a tool to maybe get through any roadblocks that they have. So I'm going to start off with at the very beginning of me attempting to become a Twitch partner. I want to start streaming. That was what I decided to do. And one thing that I realized that it comes down to three things. There's three things that I have to have in place in order for me to be successful. And I wanted to make sure that I had them in place before getting started. The first one being what's called a USP, a unique selling point. The second one being a discoverability, ability to be discovered. And the third one being my mindset. Now I'm going to start with number 3 and then work my way back, because I feel like the mindset is truly the foundation. Your mindset is what manipulates the other pieces. The mindset that I wanted to create for myself was one that was different than the first time I tried this. I wanted it to be a mindset of patience. I wanted to strip myself of this sense of entitlement that I had. I was very fortunate that I came across this website. I found this website, and I'll put it up here right here on the screen for you guys, that had some great resources for people wanting to become streamers. And they listed 7 books that Twitch streamers should read. I'm a huge Audible. I love audiobooks. And so going through the list, I saw a book by Gary Vaynerchuk. I'd heard of him before. I said, you know what, screw it. I'm going to go ahead and get this book and listen to it. In short, over the past probably 4 or 5 months, I have listened to that book about 10 times. I listen to it about twice a month. I just have it constantly on repeat. That book truly mended my mind, showed me that I had this sense of entitlement that I didn't know was there. And it showed me why I had this sense of entitlement. It taught me that took everything away. The pressure that took away the sense of entitlement was, I'm 26. We'll be in a week. What I've lived already, I'm gonna live 3 more times over. If I think about where I've come from in the past 26 years, I'm gonna have that same amount of time. And quite frankly, the first 10 years of your life, you're not really doing shit. You're not really thinking about who you are as a person and what you want to be. You know, you're just trying to understand what's even going on around me. So really, it's only been about 15, 16 years that I've had to be able to develop myself. And if I look at it and I go, shit, man, I got another 60 to 80 years of this. That is huge. The moment I determined that I wasn't trying to be successful in 2019, that I wasn't trying to be successful in 2020, that I was rather trying to be successful in 2025. You know, I'm trying to be successful 5 to 10 years down the line, not within the next 1 to 2. When I took that approach, because I understood that I had the time to do so, the pressure vanished. It was gone. My desire to be a perfectionist that has handicapped me my entire life, that I covered up as a fear of failure, but rather I just wanted everything to be perfect, and if I didn't think I'd make it perfect, I would just quit and give up, and then I would just say, oh, you know, it wasn't for me. Gone. When I took that mindset of patience, of I don't need it now, but in 5 years, changed everything for me. I highly encourage anybody to check out that book, just regardless of what you're chasing in life. That book equally helped me with my mindset as it did with my point number 2, discoverability. That book teaches you how to use social media platforms to run a business. When you treat your stream like a business, and you treat the social media platforms not as a place to socialize, but rather a place for you to produce content to get discovered, things change. Creating content to get discovered is the most important part. Because if nobody knows who you are, it doesn't fucking matter how good you are. You could have the greatest content in the world, but if not a single person is watching, what does it all mean? Right? So you have to find a way in order to show the world that you're there, that they can come watch you. And you don't just do it by making the same bare bones shit that everybody else does. You don't do it by posting to Twitter, hey guys, I'm live. Hey guys, I'm live. Hey guys, I'm live. You do it by creating good, meaningful, impactful content for each individual platform. And that requires a lot of fucking work. You have to make the most enjoyable content that you can to share with others to entice them to come check you out. The way the discoverability works is you make your Twitch content, so you stream, you take that, you chop it up into a YouTube video, and then you specifically edit it just for YouTube, and then you take a hot clip or two that you post on Facebook and that you post on Twitter, but they're specifically edited for those two platforms. You can do the same with Instagram. That's how you get discovered, right there. Collaborating is the best way to get discovered on Twitch as a platform. I have a Google sheet that has other Twitch streamers that are very small as well. It has all their information on there. That way I can reach out and ask if they ever want to collaborate. But this Google sheet is going to be my lifeline because I can't get discovered on Twitch. But since that's where I am, people need to know where to find me. So collaboration is going to be the best way to do that. So I would encourage you to go to Solely Gnome, which I'll put that right there on the screen, and then you can start looking at the games that you play, and you can start finding collaborations for that game. The last thing that I want to talk about is unique selling point, the USP, right? You have to understand what your strengths are as a person. You have to understand what your strengths are with your personality. You have to understand what angle are you going to give that is different than everybody else. And the best part about that is you are the unique angle. But you have to understand what your strengths are. For myself, I have a few different passions. Fucking love video games. That's why I'm streaming. I love being able to truly connect with people. And on my Twitch, in my About Me section, I think it definitely shows that definitely shows through. My largest passion though is teaching others. Teaching others and showing people how to do things is my greatest passion. It is heavily complemented with my passion for public speaking. Those are my core strengths, my core passions. And then that's what I build. That's what I went to work on with my Twitch. I built around those. These were all things that I developed before I even started my Twitch. I went on Twitch, I created an account, and then I didn't open it for 2.5 months because I was just working on these 3 other things. You also have to understand that you don't have to have super fancy stuff, right? Just get the basic overlays, just like myself. I spent $24 on the overlays. I paid for a nice logo. Really wish I didn't. Wish I would have made it a little bit more simple. Doesn't matter how nice your equipment is if nobody's there. I spent way too much time overthinking the art and the theme and the overlays. It's very easy to change all that shit down the line. Just do something that fits you as a person and your personality and what you're going for, and then just run with it. Don't spend too much time. Don't spend too much money. I also want everybody to understand how difficult this truly is. It's hard. It's very hard. It's nerve-wracking. It can be. Definitely can be. It's daunting as fuck. God, it's so daunting. Just looking at what you have to do in order to get to where you want to be on Twitch, it's a lot. It's scary. All this work it's very difficult. It's very hard. You want to procrastinate, you want to not do it, you want to just have it done for you. But you have to realize that you have to put in the work. You don't reach high levels without that. You just don't. You just don't. How are you ever going to be, you know, Twitch famous, right? How are you ever going to have 1,000 viewers on average, 10,000 viewers without putting in the work? But you have to be patient. You have to understand that all the people that are really big right now, they've been doing it for 5-6 years. It's a long ass time. So if you're just starting out, or if you're small time and you've only been doing it for a few months, you got to give yourself time. Just give yourself the time to do it and to be successful with it. When it came to getting prepared for my first stream, about the week leading up, I would do practice streams. I would record myself for an hour and a half. I had a few different topics that I would feel like a normal chat would talk about. And throughout the recording, I would pretend as if there were people in chat talking to me about those specific topics. This greatly helped, and I felt like was immensely beneficial to me for me having my first stream, which was today. I had this level of comfort when talking, but then also, since I had already gone over topics that were going to be popular anyways, I knew what I was talking about. Now, not even a single person said hi to me that stopped in today, but that's okay. I was ready. And guess what? I'll be ready the next time as well. My first stream was a massive success. I had 12 unique viewers stop in. Not a single one said hi. And one of them was my wife. Couldn't be fucking happier. It went exactly how I thought it would. And it went exactly the way I wanted to. I'm super excited about this journey and this path that I'm taking. If you guys have any questions, put in the comments below. Hit me up on Twitter. It's probably, quite frankly, the easiest place to get my attention. Other than that, I really appreciate you guys stopping in and checking me out. And I really hope that what I had to say today was something that could impact you. If you want to follow me, all my social media is down below. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.